So you wanna be a nomad? You wanna travel far and wide? You want to be free from society? Well, let me open up your eyes. West Goes Wandering. Nomading. The life where you just get to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you don't have any worldly responsibilities. You just travel to cool places and do cool things. We definitely know how to romanticize things, but we don't really talk about the bad stuff. And so I am going to shed the light on some of the bad stuff. In my first year of travel, I must have gotten lucky because I never felt loneliness. I called my friends. I had events scheduled where my friends would come hang out, and everything just seemed perfect all the time. I was a social butterfly before traveling, and I thought that that was going to be the hardest thing to overcome, but nothing hit me until the very beginning of this trip this year when I went to Yosemite with my buddy JD. Met a cool guy down there as well, Tobias. I'll link his Instagram. He was also doing some traveling, but the instant that JD and I split off in Yosemite, I was incredibly alone and aware of it, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Everybody's going to deal with it differently. I just saw it as something I kind of had to plow through, and then, as luck would have it, I got to meet 5 or 6 people in my travels down here at Lake Mead. I think it's the snowbird phenomenon. People are trying to stay warm just like me, and I've been getting to hang out with people every day and share meals and experiences and stories, and there's something very refreshing about that, and I am endlessly thankful. But it is something that you have to consider. Everybody deals with it differently, and again, I thought it was going to be crushing, but on the whole, it has not been the issue that I imagined it to be. The stigmas. This one hasn't hit me quite as hard. I was very privileged to travel in a modern vehicle with a very new trailer for the majority of my trip. However, I have talked to many nomads, especially the bus life guys, who I admire a ton because bus life just appeals to me in a lot of ways. And it's not less work, and it's not really less expensive. I mean, it is if you're traveling in like a $100,000 motorhome, but it's just a different choice. And if you're going to a KOA or a organized camp of any type that you have to pay for or dump or anything, showers, they almost always ask you what year your vehicle is, and if it's older than like 5 years, they won't let you stay there. Other stigmas include, but are not limited to, people ask me where I live all the time, and I tell them I live here, right there, baby. They don't really understand what I'm talking about, or this life. Less people are aware of it than I thought. I thought it was something that was hugely popular, and everybody kind of like knew somebody that did it or wanted to do it, or at least was aware of the lifestyle, but it's not that common, which is a shame because there's a lot that does appeal about it. Stay tuned for episode 2. Chorin. It's got to be done, whether it's home or away from home, and ain't nothing getting better about chorin when you're a nomad. Dishes are harder. Washing your clothes, laundry is a whole ordeal. But they're just chores. They just have to get done. Oil changes, cleanliness, all of it it's still there. You got to do it all. Otherwise, you're gonna be real gross. To all of my friends, girlfriends, and wives' horrible dismay, I have known that I like to do my business outside since the dawn of time. That's how we were meant to do it. So the bathroom aspect of it, peeing and pooping, doesn't bother me. It's a little bit grosser, especially if you have to pack it in, pack it out. The vast majority of the time I pack it in, pack it out. Sometimes you'll find a glorious wild bathroom. And honestly, I prefer going outside to setting foot in one of those disgusting abominations. That's just facts. But beyond the peeing and pooping, you got the showering. It's not easy to find a shower, and a lot of my showers are lake and river baths. Plenty of nomads, more urban situations, get gym memberships, but I spend 5 to 10 days at a time in the wild, and just like when you're hiking, there ain't no showering unless you jump in some water. And whether it's 30 degrees outside or 70 or 80, getting in the water always feels good, and there's no getting around it. That's what I miss the most, is a daily shower with as much running water as you want. I take plenty. There's different types of bathing. You have campfire bathing, where you wear clothes that you're not quite ready to wash yet, but you know they're smelly around a campfire, so they smell like campfire. There's sunbathing, where you lay out your clothes on the hood of your truck or on your roof rack or whatever, and they get enough sun where they smell a little bit less. Now, they're not perfect. It's not running them through the wash cycle, but it beats going to the laundry more often. And that is all about your individual comfort levels. If I could somehow get a washing machine and a shower hooked up to my truck that wasn't going to be a water issue and power issue, is the first thing I'd do. But I do like the traveling light. And again, it's going to come down to your personal preference and what you can handle and what you're looking for in the nomad life. But showering is what I miss the most. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you on Friday for more. It'll be the good stuff this time.